And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. 4 years apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, a referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
This is absolute. Has had 2 fights in the UFC, and look at what he's rousing here in the O2 Arena. We got to talk about the fights.
I'm here with the highlight, one of the best to ever do it, ladies and gentlemen. Justin, you publicly said this is the last champion of your career. You want to go out with the title. Give us your thoughts on what tomorrow night means to you.
Oh, it means everything. I've committed my whole life to this, and every fight's the biggest, but this is the biggest fight of my life. I cannot wait to carry this stripes on my back and represent this country like it should be represented.
Thank you, sir. Good luck to you. Justin Gaethje, ladies and gentlemen.
Justin, Paddy says he's been preparing for you like he prepared for the Michael Chandler fight. Is that a mistake? And why is this different from Chandler?
Well, you obviously seen me fight Chandler. I have, better skills, and I beat him. But I don't care what he says, what he thinks. If he thinks I'm Michael Chandler, again, it goes back to my first statement. I love everything he's saying right now.
And last one, your manager said he would like to see you fight Conor McGregor at the White House. At this stage in your career, would you take the money fight, or would you be focused on the undisputed title next?
I'm only focused on Paddy Pimblett, January 24th. How many times do I gotta say I don't expect to be alive after these fights? I go in there willing and ready to give everything, and that's the same. I'll be on the White House card no matter what. Who I'm fighting doesn't matter.
Some critics think you don't have enough experience for a title fight. What is the moment, the fight that earned you this title shot?
Winning my last fight, being on a 7-fight win streak, the longest in the lightweight division. The critics can stick it up their asses. I'm the one who's fighting for the belt.
The entire MMA community is completely divided on this one because Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett are about to clash at the absolute worst moment for both fighters. One camp is backing Gaethje's brutal power and veteran status, while the other side thinks Paddy's unpredictable style and slick ground game can turn everything upside down. The second things get scrambled.
We know Justin Gaethje is known for his iconic backflip. If everything goes for you well, do you have anything up your sleeve come celebration time?
I'm not doing no backflip, me lad. Fuck that, break me neck. Don't know, probably just start dancing like I always do, lad. I've got nothing special planned.
From day one, Paddy made it obvious. He sees this as straight up warfare. That stay down just threw fuel on the fire because there was nothing fake about the tension. This felt raw and personal, and you could sense both guys know this isn't just another payday, but a defining moment that will stick with them long after they walk out of that cage.
This fight. Usually when we think of Gaethje, we think of wars, we think of back and forth scraps. Do you think this is going to be a dominant one-way traffic performance by yourself?
That's our job, innit? We're meant to hate each other. That's what everyone's here to see. You know what I mean?
Is part of you hoping that maybe Justin can finally be the one to drag you into a war, take you the full 5 rounds and see what your medal is made of?
Yeah, of course, but I know I've got that in me anyway. I know I've got the heart and the desire to go 5 rounds with a warrior like Justin Gaethje, but it's not going to go that long. As I say, I'm going to put a beating on him, and it's going to be like he's never had before, and I can't wait to show everyone just how good I am.
Paddy Pimblett laid it out straight up that he's not looking at this like some technical puzzle, but as an all-out WUD where real damage gets done, and when he talked about leaving lasting marks on Justin, it didn't sound like typical fight promotion, but more like someone getting his mind right for serious violence instead of playing for judges.
Do you feel like you're representing the legends against the disrespectful new breed here?
I'm still in it. Legends retire. I ain't retired yet. I'm still in it. The fire is still as bright and as hot as it's ever been, and I cannot wait to fight this guy.
Well, Dustin's never got a nice word to say about me, lad. So, I was honest and said he looked like shit against Gaethje. Fucking hell, stop fucking crying, you gonna get
That wasn't even the fight you were talking about. You said his last fight.
Which? No, I'm saying Dustin looked like shit against Holloway. That was what I said.
You would also look like shit against Holloway.
Well, we'll see. Once I beat you, I could end up fighting.
Talk about going 5 brutal rounds came up, and Paddy jumped right in saying he's got the willpower and cardio to handle that kind of punishment. What really caught attention though was how fast he brushed off the idea of it lasting that long, making it clear he expects his presence to be felt way sooner than round 5.
Paddy, Justin said yesterday that you're no Khabib Nurmagomedov on the ground and he's going to fight you with no fear in that area. Do you think he's going to be surprised about your ground game if it does go there?
Everyone's surprised by my whole game when they fight me. No one expects me to be as good as I am. Everyone underestimates me, but it helps in my favour. Know what I mean? It makes the fight easier for me because everyone underestimates me. And I'm not Khabib. No one else is. I'm me. Know what I mean? And I'm an even harder puzzle to solve. I'm proper weird. You knew what Khabib was coming to do. You don't know what I'm coming to do.
Everything changed when Justin Gaethje started bringing up other fighters, because Paddy fired right back, making it crystal clear he wasn't being controversial just for cameras, but actually meant every word and couldn't care less if speaking truth rubs people wrong, as long as it puts extra weight on his opponent's shoulders. Right there, Paddy showed he's completely fine being the villain. Someone who gets that mind games can drain you just as much as getting hit, and who's ready to embrace being hated if it means Justin walks into that octagon carrying mental baggage.
I'm still in it. Legends retire. I ain't retired yet. I'm still in it. The fire is still as bright and as hot as it's ever been, and I cannot wait to fight this guy.
Dustin's never got a nice word to say about me, lad. So, I was honest and said he looked like shit against Gaethje. Fucking hell, stop fucking crying, you gonna get
That wasn't even the fight you were talking about. You said his last fight.
Which? No, I'm saying Dustin looked like shit against Holloway. That was what I said.
You would also look like shit against Holloway.
Well, we'll see. Once I beat you, I could end up fighting him.
Well, you won't be fighting him.
Justin, you said you want to drag Paddy specifically to the later rounds. Is that because you just want to test him there, or have you seen something in his performances that make you know you can have success there?
No, it's just what I find the most success. He is weird, he's awkward fighting style, and it's gonna be a little puzzle. I'm gonna have to figure it out through the first round. And similar to my other opponents, I constantly am building momentum, and this is a battle of momentum. And I said I'm gonna dog walk this motherfucker.
The war won't go that distance. Relentless pace and constant pressure would tip everything his way.
You've alluded to getting into the 4th and 5th rounds with Paddy. Is this a fight that you think you can be cautious in, or do you think you'll have to fight wide open?
I think I need to fight smart. At the highest level, you cannot make mistakes. And if you watch all the champions, they're moving forward. I'm gonna move forward, and I'm gonna be in his chest. I'm gonna put my head in his chest, He got really long arms. It's gonna be hard to hit me when my head's in his chest.
Justin's game plan sounded methodical instead of wild, talking about constant forward pressure, cutting off angles, and staying close where Paddy's reach advantage and weird timing become much harder to use, revealing a version of Gaethje thinking about dominance rather than just throwing bomb.
Justin, Paddy says he's been preparing for you like he prepared for the Michael Chandler fight. Is that a mistake? And why is this different from Chandler?
Well, you obviously seen me fight Chandler. I have, better skills, and I beat him. But I don't care what he says, what he thinks. If he thinks I'm Michael Chandler, again, it goes back to my first statement. I love everything he's saying right now.
And last one, your manager said he would like to see you fight Conor McGregor at the White House. At this stage in your career, would you take the money fight or would you be focused on the undisputed title next?
I'm only focused on Paddy Pimblett, January 24th. How many times do I gotta say I don't expect to be alive after these fights? I go in there willing and ready to give everything. And that's the same. I'll be on the White House card no matter what. Who I'm fighting, doesn't matter.
This matchup has gotten the combat sports world more hyped than anything in recent memory. Everyone's got their take, so let's break down what the pros are predicting. During all the back and forth, Justin stayed mostly silent but locked in, clearly not interested in winning with words, backing up his belief that all the talking stops mattering once leather starts flying and the real fight begins inside that octagon.
Yeah, Gaethje's a different beast, and look, Scars don't get knocked out. Now he can take a shot, but again,
you definitely don't want to end up on someone's career highlight reel. That's exactly what I'm getting at here.
So, in the highlight, who doesn't get tired? So, I think this is Paddy's biggest challenge yet. Perfect opponent, perfect fight for them. Old dog, new dog. And Gaethje, that was one of his last 3 fights against Poirier. Another highlight. There's another highlight against a beast in Barboza.
So the leg kicks from Gaethje too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true. The stance. I didn't even think about that. This is what Gaethje used. He still does it. The ones he did against Barboza. Leg kick for leg kick. They were both battling. Tony Ferguson as well. The way he handled him with the leg kicks. Shit was gangster. Gaethje, I just like the style. Come forward. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy.
The discussion grew bigger than just these two fighters, as coaches and analysts jumped in to explain what this fight really means. Plenty of people stress this isn't some faded version of Justin, but a dangerous veteran who can still destroy anyone willing to stand and trade with him for too long. The threat is absolutely legitimate.
Gaethje is that guy, 37, but he's still that guy. He still the violent highlight. So yeah, but again, that kind of stuff is fuel if you choose to use it as fuel. So he seems like he is.
What should Gaethje's approach to this fight be?
Fucking be Gaethje. Just be Gaethje. Be you. Do you. You know who you are. So don't let them tell you who you are. Show them who you are. Leg kicks is good, but don't start for leg kicks. Start off with his. Gaethje has a nice jab. He likes to stay in the mid range, so he'll be able to jab Paddy. But Paddy as well has. If he uses his jab well, he'll be fine. I think Paddy will be on the back foot first, and if he cracks Gaethje, then he'll be the one dictating the pace. But Gaethje will be the first one dictating the pace, in my opinion, in the first few exchanges on the first round. Gaethje has to also be careful because Paddy hits hard. Gaethje can eat him. Look, there's a reason Paddy's the favorite in this fight. Again, I'm just gonna follow the script today. Today I'm following the script.
Smart money?
Yeah, just smart money. So if I say Paddy in this fight, I just think it's gonna be fight.
Paddy's rise has been incredible, but Justin's track record in big pressure situations is precisely why this feels so risky, because in fights like this one, slip up. One bad rush forward or one poorly timed aggressive move can flip the entire story of a fighter's career in seconds.
Fiziev fight ends up being a close decision where he builds as the fight goes on and starts breaking him in the third round. Both times that seemed to happen. But Fiziev took him down in round 1. Pure striker Fiziev. Took him down in round 1 and had him in an inverted triangle. And had him there for a while. And I think he could have done a lot more work from that position if he kind of knew the position he was in. But it seemed like once Fiziev ended up there, he just started hitting the body a few times and then thought, I don't know where to progress from this position. If Pimblett ever ends up landing on Gaethje in like one of those precarious positions, it's going to be immediate, like a latch single triangle on the arm, wrench, go round to the back. It's going to be like a systematic jiu-jitsu difference that Oliveira had, but after dropping Gaethje in the first place, you know?
Several experts are picking Paddy not because Justin can't get the job done, but because Paddy has passed every single test thrown at him, displaying improvement, toughness, and self-belief that only gets stronger when the lights get brighter and stakes get higher.
So I'm going to go with Pimblett by submission. I think at some point he'll end up on top of Gaethje. Will that be from a takedown? I think he could if he gets the body lock. I think he could. I don't think I see him shooting single leg or a double leg on Gaethje and getting it. But if they end up brawling and he shoots in while he bounces off the cage and gets the body lock and drags him like he did to Chandler, I could see it there. I could see it happening there. I could even see him dropping Gaethje or wobbling him on the feet. Gaethje does get wobbled and dropped. He's been wobbled and dropped. He's been flatline KO'd. So it can happen to him, you know, where he ends up in that stumbly mode. And in that stumbly mode might be where Pimblett could get a takedown for a submission or a ground and pound TP.
The tactical analysis kept coming back to ground exchanges where Justin has looked vulnerable before, and the concept that if Paddy ever gets into those same dominant spots, the gap in control, movement, and finishing ability could show up instantly and change everything.